If you're caring for a loved one, chances are you've felt burnt out before. You want to be there 24/7, but let's be real, caregivers need care too. That's where respite care comes in. In this video, I'll break down what respite care actually is, the types available, and how it helps you and your loved one, so you can take a break without guilt. First question is, what is respite care? Respite care is a designated break for the primary caregivers. This could be just a couple hours, a weekend, or even a week, but it's a dedicated time for primary caregivers of loved ones to take their own time and be able to rest and rejuvenate themselves in order to continue caring for their loved ones. Respite care is really for anybody who's a caregiver for somebody who has medical, cognitive, or mobility needs. This could include anybody like spouses with an illness or aging parents or children with disabilities. The main goal is to protect your well-being while making sure that your loved one is still safe and supported. All right, next question. What types of respite care are there? You may have way more options than you may know of. The availability of different styles and types of respite care is pretty vast. So let's break them down one by one so we can better understand them. And by all means, this is not an exhaustive list. There's always other types of respite care that I'm sure somebody can think of. Number one, in-home respite care. That's when a professional caregiver comes to your place of residence or your loved one's place of residence, and they stay in place. Adult daycares. These are community programs where care recipients can spend the day in safe and engaging settings. Next, we have overnight or residential care. For longer breaks, some facilities do offer short-term stays. Next, we have informal or volunteer care. Sometimes your friends, your neighbors, your church members might step in, and that still counts. We also have emergency respite. Some programs can offer a extremely fast response to urgent or crisis situations. Finally, veterans respite. Caregivers of veterans a lot of times can be entitled to respite hours, but you would need to find that out with your support coordinator. These are all great options and just some of the few. You can feel free to mix and match as you need, and as your needs change, so may your respite choices. So, next question. What are the benefits of respite care for a caregiver? Let's talk about why you matter in this equation. Respite care, plain and simple, prevents burnout. Your mental and physical health improve when you get time to rest. It gives you time for self-care, errands, or even just silence. You can reconnect with friends, do some hobbies that you enjoy, or just breathe. It strengthens relationships as well. When you're rested and at your best, then everybody feels that. And perhaps most importantly, it eases anxiety and guilt because you know your loved one is still being cared for. Next question. What are the benefits of respite care for the care recipient? It's not just good for you, it's good for them too. Respite care gives your loved ones social interaction beyond just one caregiver. They get access to new environments, safe routines, and new caregivers. And it keeps care consistent when you aren't able to maintain consistency due to fatigue or inavailability. This change in pace can actually reduce stress and boredom and offer a healthy change of pace in their routine. And plus, this might feel like a mini vacation for them too. All right, now let's talk about this. How do you find reputable respite care? First, best bet is to start locally. Ask your primary care doctor, ask a community group, or ask home care companies. When interviewing providers, you should ask, what kind of training does your staff have? How do you handle emergencies and callouts? And can care be tailored to our routine and preferences? All right, next question is, how do you pay for respite care? Here's how the costs break down. Private pay is always an option, but it's definitely not the only one. Medicaid and veterans services might help cover some of the costs of respite. A lot of times, long-term care insurance also provides a respite clause in there, so it's best to check. And definitely don't overlook nonprofits, local grants, local community centers, and local places of worship as well. You don't have to do this all alone, and you definitely don't need to feel guilty for wanting a break. Respite care is the best way to protect your own well-being while ensuring continued care for your loved one.